Welcome back, guys, to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, where last episode, after finding the Queen's Chambers on top of Keva's castle, we returned to Agnes Castle to begin the Path I Forge, heading with Seeker to the city after the tragic death of Dana to learn this hadn't spoiled the relationship, as Seeker and co checked out more of the unfamiliar culture. We now head out to take on our first Superboss. Alright, let's go face a first big foe, because this one showed up in my hero, like my thingy list for, soul hacks. I don't remember seeing it, but obviously it was in there. You love grinding, so I'm sure I won't mind. Honestly, it's a lot of grinding to get that stuff. But as long as you can find like a unique that has the stuff. I don't know if this one is one or not. But I'm cool to fight it. Let's see how well things are spreading to my allies at this point in time is what I'm wondering. We want to spread Royal Summoner to everyone as one of our last things to possibly do. That would be pretty nice. We'll go in with Melia on this one. To start off with, everyone else is pretty good. Right, gems-wise, he's got Analyze Weakness for critical damage, attack plus 45, and aggro down. We could put him with the Empowered combo. Senna probably should already have it. Senna's going to be the most handy one. I'm probably going to end up switching to Senna. Let's try to face on with all the health we've got now.
None of us plan on losing, right?
With long-term Melia music. Luckily, we've got Uni set as Nia's class for big healings. That was quite a lot of damage. Right, if I do the attacker buff, then I'll, I don't like that at all. Regen, please. Gonna say, I'll see if I can get a break. Not bad damage. Right, here we go. Oh, I should have done launch smash, maybe. We have Noah power. Oh my goodness, so much damage. Oh yeah, I kind of thought I'd have aggro by now. I think I might die soon. Sneaking suspicion. Let's change to Senna. Who's got aggro? No! No, no, no! Aggro down! Aggro down! Aggro down! I'm alive, it's fine. We should do another battle with this with Nia for long-term music, right? Are you fighting? No, stop looking at me! Should we go into crazy mode? Oh, the music doesn't continue if we go... My sadness is unreal. What's Melia's talent for this, I wonder? Prevents order from completing if it reaches 100% through hero's action, letting you select another character. Does it go over the thing? Yeah, that sounds like it goes over, but doesn't go thingy. So you can get brave in a different fashion with that. I wonder how we can get a break here. Smash, we've got Topple. Got no other break that I know of. So if I use Melia Nail then, we should be good.
Bow down.
So there we go. So it's a way for us to easily reach a very, a higher percentage. That said, we did use a lot of people to get there, and that's just for 2 returned after all.
I've got an idea.
Melia's back again.
All right.
Should be able to use 3 people again, I think, personally. Not getting the side break anymore.
I shall second.
I guess if we use them, they go back to 100%. That's what I imagine, right? Kind of didn't want to use you to finish this, actually, when I think about it.
This isn't the end. You're finished.
Hopefully we get Melia's order now. Melia keeps getting resummoned. Ether Absolute reduces enemy Ether defense by 50 percentage points during chain attack. Alright, so big problem here. I think we can all see what's going on. Yeah. At this rate, I'm going to have trouble making it to thingy, depending on what happens. So I think we're better just using Melia again to go over the percentage. And then, oh my god, that's 280. Wait, that's not bad. Damage is pretty tasty. We'll go to Brave again because we need to make sure there's at least 2 slots done and 1 healer wasn't in there, so we couldn't pull out 2 healers from the bunch. That would have been bad.
No mercy. Witness all I am. Now, Starlight Kick.
Yeah, it's Starlight Kick. That wasn't Ether. You just kicked him in the face.
Check out what I've got in mind.
That's completely different from Ether.
I might have the answer. Wait, everyone get ready.
I think we'll be able to finish the job from the next array of attacks, don't you? I'll heal up Noah. Oh no! I forgot about your thing! Stupid thing!
Bow down.
Nice work.
That was the problem.
In for the long haul.
Well, I still did 2.5 million damage even when I messed up. Guess it's getting used to having a whole new ability, right?
Hang in there, I'll heal you. Advantage.
What's it doing? I didn't like that. I think I'll go Ouroboros and take the Monarch's heart. Right. Another chunk of info is acquired for Aionios' strongest.
It's 'cause I'm just that good.
Farewell, our foe.
Rare dude, all right here.
Look at this grave. That's different.
Well, if you're up for a rematch, I am too.
You can challenge the Superboss at a higher level, and it levels up with stars by look of it every time you beat it. So you can level up the Superboss by fighting it again. Cool. Well, that's an option. All right, let's do the other quests and then fight some more Superbosses, don't you think? By the way, I always think it's amazing how if you're focused on something, it really does shut down body facets. While we were talking, I have an issue with a cough. But while we're fighting a super boss and I'm super concentrating on trying not to die, all of a sudden the cough mysteriously disappears. It's like illness doesn't exist when you're concentrating, it feels. I don't know if other people get that way, but that's definitely how my body's been geared. Right then, quest! What? You lot aren't drinking? Okay. What? You lot aren't drinking? So I've got to bring someone here who is of drinking age and is probably city related. So it's not really that hard to work out the amount of people it can be. Monica. Wasn't Monica Queen of Keves, but that's current hero. Triton is Colony 15, and Colony 15's based around here. In fact, Triton is standing around this corner at this point in time. But I'm pretty sure this quest is for Triton. I may have already, figured that out. Now the new alliance includes not only Agnes and Keves, but the city as well. Such an amazing feat. Yes, this generation of Ouroboros ranked proudly with the greatness of the founders, I believe. Witnessing the making of history like this, as long as one lives, one never ceases to encounter new wonders. I'm assuming the reason is you need someone who would A, like a drink, and is B, of drinking age. Has anyone here tried alcohol? That's what is an interesting thought. I mean, they got potatoes now. Time to rest our bones for a moment, don't you think? Huh? Don't mind if I do. There we go. Got the pirate voice on this time. You here to get my way again, you big lump. Come on, old timer. No need to chime me like that. Relax. Of course I don't really mind it if the likes of you turn up and make the place a bit livelier. Do you know each other? As it happens, Jaggar and I are old mateys, aren't we, old timer? Yeah, try and buddy it up with this old outcast reprobate of the city. Calls me old timer. Aye, me and the old timer here get along like two pearls in a mermaid's purse. We're like cells cut from the same cloth, no mistake. Now and again, we put 3 sheets to the wind like this. Cheers! Whoa, you got friends that I never would have guessed. What brings you here anyway? You're a little young to be drinking any of the hard stuff. What, Triton? Nah, I mean, they came by to see if we had any war stories to tell them, old timer, or maybe a sea shanty. My tales are too boring for a drinking session. For example, that nopple that I've taken in does nothing but muck about, no use whatsoever. Cheer up, old timer. At your age, every extra day is a blessing. Sometimes wisdom finds its way out of that big mouth of yours. Speaking of good days, that measle you gave me really hit the spot. So you've been handing out measle to people, is that right, Triton? Aye, it makes a great sidekick to a stiff drink, so it does. You know, my granddad had a real touch when it came to making miso. Still remember the taste of miso even now. A worthy hobby indeed for an old-timer's granddad. One day, my granddad said that he was heading out to search for good produce to go with miso and never came back. Where he finally fell, no one knows. Did you ever get out of the city yourself, Jaggar? Looking at my bony old meat sack today, it's hard to imagine, but I used to be pretty brawny back in the day. There was a certain crazy woman who took my fancy back then, and I fell in with an old guy who loved spars. Oh yeah, those two were pretty friendly with each other, so friendly in fact that they almost got married. Hang on, what are we talking about here precisely? But in the end, that marriage never came to be. What am I talking about, you say? I think you've been blown off course a bit there, me old matey. You started off talking about side dishes for a drinking party. Nah, that's not what he meant. Side dishes, eh? Oh yes, I was talking about remembering eating that miso way back, wasn't I? There was a certain fruit that my granddad used to procure from somewhere or other. It was delicious. This is some interesting stuff you're letting us in on, old timer. Oh, the flavor was something special, something rare. It was legendary fruit. I was only a kid when I had it. I cannot describe it. It was like a universe of taste opening up in your mouth. I'd love to taste it once more before I take my dirt nap. I'm sorry, I'll stop with these old geezer stories and just drink. Wait, old timer. Huh? If it means so much to ye, then we'll go out and find you some. What? Aye, we're all just itching to hear about the legend of this fruit here, aren't we? I won't disagree with our seafaring friend. Maybe it's not typical drinking story fare, but tell us the legend of the tasty fruit, will you, old timer? Looks like you youngins have really got a taste for this old timer story here. Ha ha! I tell you the truth, real suckers for that kind of thing. You just wait, old timer, we'll bring it back for you. I can wait as long as it takes. If I've got a bite of that fruit coming my way, I can wait till the end of time. Alright, you land lubbers, let's raise anchor and set sail. It's all very well saying let's go, but are we really going to find it if we don't have the first clue where to look? Banana, have you got any idea? Remember Fruit of Bright Fig found in Macford Wildwood? Yes, I do. Ah, that. But we don't know if it's edible yet, right? Well, I guess we could go there and take a look. It's a good place to start. Sounds like we've charted a course. Let's raise anchor and claim our fruity booty. Friendship has begun.
I hope everyone's getting along.
We need to get these kids on the beers. No matter what, I think that if they're in their 9th term of a 10-year life, even if that puts them around like 18, they should be allowed to drink. Just because, like, you know, dog years is what I'm going by a little bit. I wouldn't allow a dog to drink, you know what I mean? Like, they're old in their bodies. They should be allowed to sample that. They're in the literal last year of their life.
I hope everyone's getting along.
There's a guy up above us that we could beat up. Speaking of, there's a guy walking around at the start that we should probably be up to, the faker. I thought it would be the Bright Fig when it was being mentioned, to be honest. Just brings things full circle a little bit with it, doesn't it? Oh, ho, Bright Fig right there. That's a tasty looking fruit if I ever did see one. But is this the one the old timer was after? Scarcely holds a candle to the death light chi I saw once upon a time. In any case, this fruit not ripe yet. If he'd now drop dead, it's possible. Ah, is that right? It looks tasty enough, calling out like a siren. It's a good thing we have Banana with us to put us straight on that, right? Yes, this is a tricky aspect of legendary fruit. Not many know difference between ripe and unripe, so not many eat. I'm sure my stomach could make light work of it, but I dare say the old timer would be wiped out on the spot. Hey, don't say stuff like that. It's bad luck. So what should we do? We can't really take this back. Doesn't look like there are any others around here either. So Banana, maybe you've got an idea since you're such a furry little expert. Best idea is simply wait for a period of 1 year for ripen. Fruit is already in place difficult for people or monsters to eat. Flavor not only safety, another good reason to not eat before proper time, such sweetness. It's somewhere hard to find them. We're talking locally, the lower levels could be suitably out of the way. Plenty of monsters around though. It's possible that Bright Fig has been protected by smarty monsters who know it's not ready for good eating. Aye, well, perhaps we should go and have a look. You did hear the part about there being loads of monsters, right, mate? Monsters, leave them to me. I'll blast them off to the middle distance. That is his job. Right, so we need to go anywhere in this circle. Well, down there is obviously something that we're going to have to go and hunt in the future. We begin our warnings, after all.
Totally fine.
This is one of the things I beat up for experience, by the way. That dragon over there. Beat him up a few times. Hard to reach. I haven't beat that thing up, though. Drive by!
I'll take point. This'll be a challenge. Don't lose focus. Got to allow for a little challenge now and again.
Eyes over here.
I'll say, can you get the aggro, please? This is why I thought I'd go all out and beat it up, you know? No effect, invincible, good. I don't know if we're doing enough damage yet, though. Gotta kill you now, sorry. No, I just did 3.2 million damage. It's fine.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna. You see? This is our path to the future.
That's completely normal Noah damage. Yeah, having this last fencer skill on is pretty ridiculous, isn't it? Just a little bit. There's a thing up there, but that's not what we're after, right? Or is it? Gotta look somewhere in this region for things after all. Well, I should get anything like big, obviously shiny like that out of my way.
Say, isn't this valuable?
A colloidal origin shard.
That smarts.
I actually reckon it's probably towards the place we've been warned of. Being out of the way and all. But there are still some sections of here we haven't even checked, so we may as well have a little bit more of a look around. Ah!
You reckon we might find the fruit old Jaggar's getting around here?
Yeah, I did. Not I reckon, I just did.
Ah, so this be the legendary fruit.
Just walk straight up to it. Cool. Shiver me timbers, it's... that! Fruit ripened to perfection! Really? Such glossy glaze, fragrance, unmistakable sign of ripeness. I guess most people wouldn't be able to make it to this place to get the fruit. No regular people anyway. Perhaps legendary was not an exaggeration in this case. Well, better get it back to the old-timers pie hole then, so we can die happy. You've really busted a gut just to put a smile on that old man's face. He's gonna love you for it. I hope so. Folks in the city have been keeping me at arm's length because of what and who I am. Not the old timer though, he just keeps pouring me out another drink without paying it a bit of mind. I'm real grateful for that, so I need a way to say thanks. That's why I'm risking my neck out here. Can't believe that's a tender spot in your salty sea dog setup. And thanks to being such a booze-soaked old kipper, I can't remember a thing about the first time we drank together. Well, it sounds like it's a really big deal to you, Triton. We better get it back to Jaggar so we can enjoy it. Yeah, you said it, kid. Let's get it back to the city. Yar. We take some for ourselves? We want other people to try it too.
No problem now.
Yeah, it's interesting that it is no problem though, this poison stuff now. Because every so often, characters do sound like they're sizzling to it when you jump in. And it's just like they're going, is it supposed to sound like that? Keeps going sizzle, sizzle. Before I walk back, I'm going to check out this way. Because A, we're level 99 and nothing can really attack me now. There's a place there to the left. There's also a place straight ahead of us.
Good thing we found this.
There's that there too. Curiosity demands I go down these alleyways.
Wonder what's inside.
Something tells me that elevator can be activated.
Now, we wait.
No, I meant activated, not to take me up. I meant, like, activated to work. Wait, is this taking me into colony? It is. So this is the elevator above. I thought this elevator didn't work. I don't know where I got that thought from, but, this is here. Yeah, above colony Tau. When did we get this working? Did we do it for a quest? I could have taken this down all the time. Could have fast traveled to Tau and used that to get down to Gingen easier. Alright, what's the other way then before we give in the quest? Because there's a Superboss hunting afterwards, which will hopefully, some of it definitely, take us into new terrain.
Is that what I think it is?
We're not going to kill every single UM in the playthrough, because it's not a walkthrough is what I'd say.
Wonder what's inside.
And it's nice to give you guys who are watching who have the game as well
Found this.
something to aim for and do yourselves.
No problem now.
But the UMs are pretty doomed if I hunt them now for the most part.
Hey, isn't this valuable?
Around Origin Shard.
Care of that.
It's pretty much just hunting them that needs to be done. So with that shard picked up, let's go back to the city. Though it's easier if I go via this. I don't think I have enough still to give in for Uni's weapon. But you never know, if I beat some more UMs, I might get a little bit closer. And then we can go hunt ourselves some more big beasties. Starting with the one that we saw up on Melnath's shoulder. When we got to a secret area. Do you know what I mean? We had to jump into a big pool, we did. Where'd the old timer get to? He's usually always here, right? Yeah, usually he's here, morning to night. Maybe he had a bit too much one time and earned himself a ban. I don't know where he lives either. He died. Meh? Triton? What? What could an ankle-biting ball of fluff like ye be wanting with me? If friend looking for Oedipon, then go to Remembrance Stones. Oedipon sleep there. Huh? He's not... He's alive, right? No, I can't believe it. He seems so healthy. Sadly, it's true. Oedipon killed over just after friends leave. I see. Would he be the Nopon kid that he said he'd adopted? Yes. I appreciate you coming to me to break the bad news. I'll go to pay me respects then. You scarcely look as if you've taken it in, Triton. Look so calm. Well, that's just the way it is. Death comes for everyone. Ah, kid. The old timer took you in. Looked after you, didn't he? You owe it to him to live a good life now. Oedipon liked very much to drink with Triton. Say that very often to Kubibi. So thank you for that. I'm sorry to be wearing out your patience like this, but will you stick with me just a little longer? Of course. We'll come with you to the Remembrance Stones. Aye, you ready right on me mind?
Poor Jaggar.
I see some relations have changed.
Dying on me without so much as a goodbye.
Ain't that dying. Hey, Gray. Take me with you. I want to put a stop to all of this for Guernica's sake. Sorry, Gray. You did end up showing up in one of our... I'm still slightly salty over the whole way that went down, the last boss. I had no way. I'm like, watching back, I'm like, I had no way without foreknowledge of like all the skills he had of avoiding that death whatsoever. But still, Remembrance Stones. It's a death we could not avoid either. Passage of time. Well, there you go, old timer. I brought you a legendary fruit, even if it be a little late. You said you'd wait till the end of time for this fruit, but I didn't keep you waiting as long as that now, did I, old timer? Arr, what will I do? Wait, is that enough? People die, and when they're gone, there's nothing you or anyone other can do about it. Don't worry, old timer. I'll drink your share for ye. I can promise you that. This just seems a bit... I don't know how to put it. You were the first friend that I made in this place, and I'll never forget ye. Drinking down every last lost drop of your problems till you've got a gutful. That's how you move forward through life. Some things that pain you cannot forget, and they become the cornerstone that bears up the whole of your life. Triton, you're really bearing up well here. Indeed, my lass. That's what's made me strong. Maybe what I am. Well, I've taken up a lot of your time. I hope I haven't presumed upon too much of ye. No, not at all. Really, don't mention it. I'm sure that Jaggar would be very happy if he could see this. Who knows, maybe he can. Aye, perhaps. Or just a lightly blind drunk who can't even remember my name. I suppose I'd better make a nuisance of myself here every now and again. Just so he doesn't forget. Haha. Well, I better take me leave. Farewell, old timer, for now. Still must feel weird for him to have outlived yet another person. Unfortunately, Jaggar died as you were searching for a bright fig, leaving Triton with one fewer friend.
I see some relations have changed.
But he does have us. And the bright fig will always be there, and Colony 15 maxed out because of it. It's down to the youth to divine this era, but youth alone won't conquer everything. It has its own burdens and worries. It helps to have someone shine a little light on the path we take through life, don't you think? That's why I tell the tales of history. Successes and excesses. That's exactly what the story spinner is here for. It's the work of linking people together across the eras. That's how I think of it anyway. Well, my twin brother Kotan is sure to take the exact opposite view as usual.
I see some relations have changed.
We'll add Taleb, Brotherhood to Kotan to the list as well. So I think that is it for our quest as I understand it. Now it's time to bash some more monsters. Probably friends already know, but QBB in fact not fluff and blood real child of Oedipon. One child of Oedipon died sadly, other child locked away tight in prison camp. QBB and Oedipon were both alone sadly, so I lived together to help out each other. And now Jaggar's gone, so sorry. Maybe Oedipon happy now, go to meet real child, reunion happy, QBB hope. Indeed. The only other question mark that's here is of course for the weapon. What's Fixie gotta say? Not even in wildest dreams of Fixie did Fixie ever expect to encounter Noppon wielding ultimate hammer. Assembly of all inheritors of all hammer. Only word in Noppon vocabulary for this is miracle. Is it really such a big deal? Because I'm not feeling it. Yes, most awesome thing. Too awesome to brew an imagination of even Fixie. And I think friends have miracle power too. Power to make a future with no war. Yeah, we are so like just ever so short. It's really close.
Okay, so we're handing
One
over...
round origin shard. Maybe we'll get it from things we want to bash and bosh. Right, let's go to... Is it Asia? No, it's Foreigners. It's Foreigners, right? That's where we can find Melnath Shoulder. And Cooley Lake? There's some fingertips. Cooley Lake's there. I thought it was there. It might be the Asia region. Oh, it was indeed. We did jump off onto it, but from where? Oh yeah, from top of Asia. I got mixed up between... Yeah. The Mykonos, I guess. Little bit confused. I'm assuming these super bosses don't have their own special music.
My mind is made up.
Come here, Melia.
Full support.
You have to spread your class to everyone else. I actually did get along quite a bit from killing Kilocorn. But now we're on to a beastie that's level 100, wherever it is. Actually, where is it? Oh, there it is. How do I First question comes how to target it.
Is that what I think it is? I'll lure them in. Everyone.
Well, that's rubbish. Look, you. I couldn't get out of the water in time. Okay, I'll pull it with a tank.
Leave it to me.
I pressed A to like try to get like engaged in battle, and I'm like, oh, but I lost aggro with it as soon as like I started to run away after I threw the stone.